Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be doing a quick movie review for Spider-Man No Way Home. Um, Now, I'm going to go ahead and get on into this, but the thing is that this video will not have any spoilers for the movie, so don't worry about it in case if some of you guys haven't seen it yet. But yeah, this video has no spoilers in it, but I will be uploading another video today where I will be talking about spoilers. But in this video, there's no spoilers. But as many of you guys know that I actually saw Spider-Man No Way Home on December 16th, which was the premiere night for the movie, and I saw it on that day with my brother. And dude, like that movie, this is probably the best Spider-Man movie. Nah, I shouldn't say probably. It is the best Spider-Man movie like ever. Cause I mean, of course, like for me, before I saw Spider-Man No Way Home, my number one option was not my number one option, but my number one pick for the best Spider-Man movie ever was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 movie. That movie with Tobey Maguire in it, the Spider-Man 2 movie from 2004, that movie was legendary. Like that movie was absolutely amazing. And like I said, the best Spider-Man movie I ever seen. But that totally changed because like after I saw Spider-Man No Way Home, immediately I was like, this is the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen. And like I said, now, like I said, it used to be Spider-Man 2, but I mean Spider-Man 2 is still up there in my like for my top like 10 list. So like it's still up there for me, like for my top 10 list of Spider-Man movies. Like I would put that at number 2 now. Like Spider-Man 2, in my opinion, is on number 2 now. And Spider-Man No Way Home is at number 1 now on my list. But like this movie it was incredible. Like everything that they do with this movie is great. The acting is great. The story is great. The writing is great. Like it's just everything about this movie is fantastic. And Tom Holland does an incredible job playing, not even a phenomenal job playing as Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, in this movie. Because in this movie, he goes through it, man. Like he really goes through it. And plus, we already know what happened at the end of Far From Home. But if some of you guys don't know, I guess spoiler. I guess. I mean, even though it's already out there now, but like we saw how at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home, not No Way Home, we saw how the look at that. I'm getting it mixed up now. We saw how at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, we saw how at the end of that movie, we saw how Mysterio had exposed Peter Parker, and we saw how Mysterio revealed Spider-Man's identity. And ever since then, like Peter Parker's world has been completely flipped upside down, like turned upside down, man, like literally, because like in this movie, he does not catch a break. It's just one thing after the other. And like you really feel everything that he's feeling, like all the anger and like the disappointment. Like you really feel what he's feeling in every scene of this movie. Like I say, because he's going through it. Like he's in this movie, he's truly going through it. And I remember even before this movie came out, they said that Peter Parker was gonna like really suffer in this movie, and they were not kidding, man. They were not kidding at all. Like he really suffers in this movie, and like they truly meant it when they said that he said he was gonna suffer, and that is something he does. He suffers in this movie, man. Like he really suffers in this movie. Of course, great performance by everybody. Zendaya was great. I really loved her. Like, I mean, I thought she was good, like in Far From Home, and like in the first Spider-Man movie. Even though she was only in like in a few scenes of the first movie, but the second movie she was actually in the movie. But like, I just the relationship between her and Peter Parker in this movie is great. You really feel the love between the two of them, and I think Zendaya's MJ is like a really she did an incredible. I thought she did a really good job playing as MJ, the love interest of Peter Parker in this movie, because like I said, the relationship between them truly shows in this movie. Now, the second movie, it was weird. And another thing that I want to add on is like I thought Ned Leeds in this movie, Peter Parker's best friend, like Like I said, I mean, I've enjoyed his character throughout all like of Tom Holland's movies. Throughout this entire trilogy, I really enjoyed Ned Leeds as like the best friend for Peter Parker, because most of us are so used to having Harry Osborn as Peter Parker's best friend, like in the comic books, TV shows, movies, like all that. Like we've seen it happen before, but just to have somebody different besides Harry Osborn to be the best friend of Peter Parker, I think it's a really cool change. I like how like they switched it up with this trilogy, with the whole friendship thing. Like instead of Harry Osborn, it's Ned Leeds instead, which I really like that. And Ned Leeds is a really cool character, and man, I really enjoyed him in this movie. And like, although I can't say why exactly because this is the spoiler-free review, like in that spoiler review, I'll definitely tell you why I really enjoyed him in this movie for everything he does in here, because he really stands out in this movie, and like he does things that like are really, really, really like mind blowing. Like he does something in this movie that's mind blowing, but I'm not gonna exactly say what it is in this video because it's spoiler free. But and then another thing I wanted to talk about was like Benedict Cumberbatch. I thought he was great at Doctor Strange in this movie. It was good to see him reprise his role in this film, and it's also cool to see that like this is actually our first movie seeing like a team up with only Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, which I think is really cool. Although like we saw they were in the Avengers films together, like the last two Avengers films, like we saw them together in those films, but just to have like just a movie just focused on the two of them, it's just really cool. Well, I mean, even though it's Spider-Man, it's focused on Spider-Man, but just have Doctor Strange, team up with Spider-Man, I think is really cool. But another thing that I also wanted to talk about is like the villains, like the main oh my god. Like the ones who truly brought the hype to this movie, like were the returning villains from the other Spider-Man franchises that we've seen before in the past, like from the Tobey Maguire trilogy and the Andrew Garfield franchise. Like we see those villains come back in this movie, and there's a total of 5 villains in this movie. There's there's a Green Goblin from Spider-Man 1 from Tobey Maguire's movies. Then there's Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 from the Sam Raimi trilogy, also known as the Tobey Maguire trilogy. And then there is who else? Okay, yeah. So there's also Sandman from Spider-Man 3 from the Sam Raimi trilogy. And then there's also Electro, like there's the Lizard from The Amazing Spider-Man 1, and then Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Um, but yeah, so it's good to see that they return. Like we got Willem Dafoe back, Jamie Foxx back, Alfred Molina back. It's good to see all of them back, like for this film. Like see all of them come back for this film I think is really cool. And I'm not gonna exactly go deep into details like for like how they truly impact this movie, because like I said, because if I were to go into that territory, that'd be like spoiler filled, that'd be like a spoiler filled area, So I'm gonna talk about like how the villain truly impact this movie in the spoiler review. But I thought they all did a great job, and I think they did Jamie Foxx like more justice in this movie for his character, and like him, because like I said, I mean, although the Electro that we got before, he was cool. I like the original design for Electro, but I think the design that he had in this movie was so much better, especially because he has like yellow lightning now, which I like that. Like I said, which I like instead of the blue lightning, because first of all, Jamie Foxx had a more comic accurate look in this movie. And same thing with Green Goblin, also had a more comic accurate look in this movie as well. Because if you guys like saw from the trailer, you saw how he did have like a different like suit on, like he had like a different like look to him that was a little bit more comic accurate. But yeah, like this movie was really good. But yeah, this movie was really good. Wait, you want to know something? Out of this entire review I've done for this movie, I don't really think I explained the overall plot really. So, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to tell them. Anyways, so like I said, I'm just like naming like all like I'm just listing different things that I love about this movie, but like the overall plot is that, of course, ever since Mysterio revealed Peter Parker's identity to the whole world, like he goes to Doctor Strange and asks him if he can like cast a spell to make everybody forget that Peter Parker, is Spider-Man. And Doctor Strange tries to do that, but unfortunately, there's something goes haywire with the spell because I remember because Peter Parker kept tampering with Doctor Strange's spell while he was trying to cast a spell, but because of that, it caused the spell to go into haywire and go berserk, and it caused Doctor Strange to shut down the spell. But unfortunately, the only problem was that a few visitors, or I shouldn't say visitors, but villains from other Spider-Man universes happened to squeeze through the portals in order to like make it to the MCU. So like they show up in Tom Holland's universe, and now they're here to basically cause destruction. That's basically what the overall plot is, and it's up to Peter Parker to take all the villains down and send them back to their universes. So that way, the spell will be fixed. So that way, that'll be the overall solution to the whole spell situation. But yeah, that's pretty much the movie, like what it's about like just him sending the villains back to their own universes, and that'll fix the spell. Just all fix the spell and all that. But anyways, overall, I give this this I was about to say this video game. I give this movie a 10 out of 10 because acting's great, story's great, writing is great, just everything about this movie was perfect, and I think it's the best Spider-Man film, like, so far. Like, so far, it's the best Spider-Man film, in my opinion. I mean, who knows? Like, future Spider-Man films could possibly top this movie in the future. Who knows? But as of right now, it's the best movie 2021, and it's the best Spider-Man movie ever so far. So, there you have it. That is my review for Spider-Man No Way Home. Have you guys seen it? What have you thought about it? Like, leave me your thoughts. I cannot speak. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, let me just know how you guys just feel about this movie. I mean, of course, don't say any, like, spoil. Well, at this point, I mean, if you guys put spoilers in, like, the comment section, I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter at this point because now everything that was kept secret is now pretty much out there now. Because, it's been, like, what, 2 weeks since the movie came out? And I saw the movie 3 times, by the way, but like the first time I saw it was on December 16th, which was its premiere night for the movie. That was the movie's premiere night. So I saw it the day before it actually released, like, worldwide. But yeah, like, leave it down in the comment section below. Let me guys know like what you guys thought about this movie. Like, did it live up to your expectation? Like, was it worth the hype in your opinion? For me, it was definitely. Yeah, the hype was real for this movie. It really was. But leave it in the comment section below. Like I said, 10 out of 10 for this movie. You guys should go see it. And when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD, I'm getting it day one as soon as they announce the release date, for the DVD or Blu-ray, however you want to put it, like, for this movie, like the Blu-ray and DVD disc and digital, all that crap. But, like when I'm, like I said, when they reveal the release date for when it's going to come out, like on DVD and all that, I'm getting it day one. I'm absolutely gonna get it, like, day one. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.